Hi everyone, my name's Linda Magid, and I'm going to talk to you about how you can work your low back in Pilates. When you're working your low back and you want to strengthen your low back, it's important to understand that you don't just work your low back for that. It doesn't really work like a bicep, where you're just working that bicep muscle, and then when you get it nice and tired, you move on. Your low back is a little bit more sensitive and it's connected to so many parts of the body. So if you want to strengthen your low back, then you also need to strengthen and stretch your thoracic spine, which is your upper back. Because if your upper back is not flexible, then the flexibility ends up going into your low back, which then can make it sore and tired and hurt. Your low back is also connected to your glutes and your hip flexors. So when you're thinking about strengthening your low back, you want to strengthen your glute muscles, which is basically your seat, and you want to stretch and keep flexible your hip flexor muscles, which are on the front side of your body, connecting your hips to your legs. So you're going to see a series of exercises that are just some of the possible exercises that you can use in Pilates to strengthen your low back.
This move is double toe taps. Scoop and imprint your core and then drop your toes either all the way to the floor or partially to the floor, depending on if you can keep your back flat and connected to the floor. Notice that I'm opening up the hips and I'm not dropping my heels toward my booty. That's where that core work is going to come from. Rollover is an excellent exercise. You're stretching your hamstrings, your glutes, and your low back, while as you drop your hips down to the floor, you're using your lower part of your core to control those hips coming down. If you're new to it, you're going to feel it more in your arms. They're really going to help you. But as you get stronger, you're going to get a stronger core, and then you won't need your arms quite as much. You don't need to touch the floor behind your head. You're more trying to bring your knees closer to your face. And it really isn't important to touch the floor behind you. It's just a matter of how flexible your hamstrings are, truly. This is a knee lift in shoulder bridge. And I'm starting with one on each side. Then I take my hips down. And then the next time I'm going to add two, and then I add three, and then in the last one, you do 4 knee lifts. The trick is keep your hips up the same height through the entire exercise. And as you get further along and you do more and more, you get tired and it becomes more challenging to keep the hips up. This is an excellent exercise to strengthen your glutes and to strengthen your low back. You are not pressing your arms down into the floor too hard. You're not trying to raise your hips up too high. You want to be basically in a straight line from the knee down to the shoulder. And when you lift your hips up, the weight should be in your upper back. Your neck should be loose and your head is in a nice neutral position. Almost done here. And then you slowly roll your hips down. T-pull, you can use weights or not. And when you're lifting your upper back, when you're lifting your body, you're lifting from your upper back and not your low back. So you want to really tighten up those glutes to make sure that you're taking the pressure off of those low back muscles. And your shoulder blades should be down and back right in those sockets so that it is your upper back that's doing the work here. And here is swimming. My job is to keep my hands and feet as high off the floor as I can as I'm switching them back and forth. So I'm using my upper back and my glutes and my hamstrings to keep my limbs up.
I hope you enjoyed this video and that you can see there are some really great moves in Pilates that you can use to strengthen your low back. Please subscribe to my channel and watch some more of my videos. And of course, as always, have a great day.